Hello, my courageous Capricorns. Welcome back. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided twin flame soulmate reading for the month of July. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And as you've noticed, you are third in line this month. Thank you very much for all of your likes on the last video segment. I am now doing them in order of whichever video gets the most likes. So if you like this, then there's a higher likelihood that Capricorn will be first next month. Or for my next video set, I might do another one in July. So anyone new here, welcome. We are going to be using Manara's Erotic Tarot for the general energy and to look what's going on. We also take a look at the light aspect of things, which are the lighter karmic lessons of what's going on and what is known to us, what is in the light. We also take a look at the shadow side, which is the darker, deeper, more difficult karmic lessons and what might be hidden from us in the shadow. And we try to bring it to the light, not only to become aware of it, but so that we can heal it. So since I'm recording this in Cancer season, I'm going to be channeling the emotional root of what is happening between your twin flame or soulmate on that journey. So don't forget, we are in the Cancer Mercury retrograde, as well as Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Saturn moved back into Capricorn on June 30th. And then we have the Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So there's a lot of wonky energy. For more astrology and other good stuff, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Sachi the Scorpio. We will also be taking a look deeper into what's going on in the extended, and the link will be in the description box below. So also for anyone who is needing to break any sort of cycle, please check out my Eclipse messages and Solstice cycle breaking tarot, which I will link at the end of this video as well, because as you know, when you start breaking your cycles and soul growth, it helps the twins unite. That's the only way that they can. So Capricorn, I'm going to take a look into your energy, your person's energy, and then the outcome for the month of July. So during the cleansing ceremony, I want to let you know my solar plexus candle went out. So I have a feeling sustaining your own solar plexus, you know, your sense of self and things could be an issue here. You might be very much entangled in your solar plexus chakra with your twin flame or your soulmate. In this deck we had, I'm using the dark mirror just because we're getting to the emotional roots. So it's going to be pretty intense. All of the readings, or the two that I've done so far for July have. In this deck, Revenge came out, which is funny because Leo and Virgo both had that. And I have a feeling it's this eclipse energy that's coming up this weekend in Capricorn. So I know that you guys are going to be going through it. There is an energy of revenge, right? Eclipses are known for very sporadic energy. In the Manara deck, what came up in the cleansing ceremony was the Queen of Air in reverse. So I feel like there has been communication that has been cut off or has gone cold, and could be dealing with a Libra, and this could be due to someone being a little bit too light with their words. Like there's a lot of serious conversations that need to go on, but someone just kind of kept things light and Libran. And then in the clarifier we had trainer, underground expedition, and trainers mean it's the other person. So I feel like this person is doing some deep digging, perhaps into your life, trying to find out information, or they're going into their own cave and kind of doing some inner exploration, possibly shadow work. But okay, so what's the what's the emotional root for Capricorn? We have blinded to pain, and another one fell out. I won't cry for you in reverse. So I feel like you've been blind to the pain that this person has caused you in the past, and now you are finally realizing it, because I think in the past you were like, I'm not going to cry for you. And now those tears might be coming out. And especially because we are, you know, in Cancer season, and Cancer is known as the crybaby. We also have Mars in Aries, and Mars, the planet of action. Aries literally is the baby of the zodiac, being the first sign. We have a lot of like me baby type energy, and it really puts us into this, you know, emotional world. It makes us go into our own emotional roots, you know, how we were raised. Things like that definitely highlights our relationship with our mothers. But it's a very emotional time. So I think that in the past, you tried to hide away from the pain that this person caused you. And I know Capricorns, you do it the best by being able to push those emotions away when they don't serve you, but it does look like they are coming to the surface, and you've been shedding some tears. Or you might, you know, around the eclipse, but this is a new cycle for you, I'm feeling, with the the waning moon, and, you know, I'm feeling that a lot of energy is going to be happening around the eclipse. So if you're not this way, it might start then. If you are closing out this cycle, you will feel a huge energy lifted off of you around the eclipse. Let's see, what's the emotional root of the issue of the person that you are dealing with? What's the emotional root of the issue of the twin flame soulmate of Capricorn? Fragmentation. They have been broken to bits by something, and I feel like, you know, their world has been shattered recently, and I feel that that's why they're doing that sort of underground exploration that I picked up in the cleansing ceremony. They very much need to go kind of into the dark caverns of their own soul, go like underground for a while in order to pick up the pieces together. I'm also getting fragmentation that they don't really share as much as you would like with them. Like their communication style is very fragmented. Like they may only give you, you know, bits and pieces of what they feel or what's going on. And of course that keeps you in pain, right? And you might have been like, oh, you know, especially because we had that Queen of Air, that Libran energy, Queen of Air in reverse pop up, about kind of cutting off communication because things were too light. I feel like this person really didn't get into the depths of things when communicating with you, and that kept you in fear, or in pain, might have kept you in fear. And, you know, it's because of their own brokenness. You know, they have been broken in some way, where they feel fragmented. All right, let's see what the outcome is for the month of July. Coming out stuck. Is this me? Coming out stuck. Is this me? So I think that you are both going to be questioning kind of like, is this me? And especially because, you know, like I said, there has been something hidden from you, right? The pain that this person has been causing you, which likely is just pain that they have within themselves that they project onto you, and you are now emotionally regulating it. And this is going to be causing some, you know, inner questions of like, you know, who am I? Is this me? You know, is this who I really want to be? So, not surprised considering, you know, the 3 retrogrades in Capricorn that I just mentioned, plus we have that eclipse this weekend. So it's definitely a very intense time for Capricorn. I totally feel that it can bring up those types of energies. And I feel like for some of it, you're going to answer like, no, this isn't me, right? This pain is not mine. It's what this fragmented person has been, you know, projecting onto me. And you're going to emotionally regulate, emotionally let all that out so that you can truly get it out instead of repressing it or pushing it to the side. So let's see about this pain that you've been blinded to, Capricorn, and how you are now ready to let it all out and cry. What's going on with Capricorn for the month of July? What is going on with Capricorn? What's going on with Capricorn here? Please, only 1 to 3 cards. What's going on with Capricorn? I feel like there's a lot of contemplation, right? I feel like you're definitely going into your mind and trying to put pieces of something together, because something feels stuck here. Something feels stuck. And I think that you were blind to why you were stuck in this. And I think that this person has been, you know, so fragmented where, yeah, the mirror, this actually came up in the cleansing ceremony as well, but I didn't mention it. It was in reverse. But I feel like this person, you know, has been fragmented where they tried to make it that a piece of themselves was you. right? Is this me? And that has caused some very interesting energy. And we have the mirror. So I feel, you know, I mentioned the solar plexus energy, you know, of like, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, your personality, what makes you you, and is ruled by Leo in the 5th house. And even though this is Jupiter, so Sagittarius energy, I do feel some Leo energy here because we have the mirror, you know, and they love looking in the mirror. But this could be very much, you know, looking at yourself, trying to figure out what it's very much this is this me energy. You are looking yourself in the mirror. You're trying to figure out, like, first of all, damn, I look good, you know? So make sure you're giving yourself positive affirmations of what you see in the mirror. But I really think that you are soul searching about, you know, the pain that you've experienced and where it comes from. So, you know, we do have the Jupiter energy, and Jupiter is in Capricorn right now, as I said. So, you know, talk to Jupiter for help with this because it can help with abundance and things of that nature. Jupiter's also conjunct Pluto. So for any type of change that you want to purposely go through, Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is what to focus on, especially now that Saturn, your natal ruler, is back in Capricorn. So there's a lot of image issues of you looking at yourself, and I feel like there's one more. What are they looking at themselves? You know, with the Jupiter energy, Jupiter, you know, is the ruler of spirituality, of academia, of higher wisdom, of travel, other cultures as well. We have the 9 of air in reverse. So there's something in the past where, this is Gemini Mars, where you've been in and out of something. Like, you can see that she has a leg, you know, one in both worlds, I will say. So this could be, you know, someone of a different culture, and you know, you're coming from different worlds, but this is very much an in and out energy. And because it's in reverse, it's like you're taking a look at yourself and you're like, no, I don't want this in and out energy, right? I want us to be in the same painting, or, you know, giddy up the fuck out of the painting. You definitely want to be able to come together to take action that's not, you know, back and forth. And I definitely feel like that sort of question is like, is this me? Is this me? Is it me that is causing this in and out behavior, right? Really looking at yourself and asking that. But honestly, it feels like a projection of the other person. We'll see. Let's clarify the light aspect here. What's the light aspect for Capricorn? What's the light aspect of Capricorn? Whew. So we have Relicanth using takedown. Yeah, the emotions are really taking you down into the depths. And the thing is, I really feel, you know, we have the mirror. So I feel like you're mirroring their energy as well, especially if you're twin flames, that tends to happen. And that means that both of you no longer want to be in and out, right? But with Relicanth using takedown, because it's a water type, it has to do with emotion. So I definitely feel like, you know, in the past, you've tried to take down your emotions by pushing them away and like, I won't cry for you type energy. But now your emotions are really ready to be released and emotionally regulated in a healthful way. This is also very like ancient, creature. It's like an ancient, you know, sea dweller at the bottom of the sea and things like that. And I feel like if this person tried to take you down, it's because of their own insecurities, right? Because they're the ones in the deep cave, which is where this resides. But I feel like you guys have known each other for a very long time. This is a very ancient relationship. It says, a rare Pokemon discovered during a deep sea exploration. It has not changed in over 100 million years. Yeah. So, you know, like I said, deep sea exploration. I really think that you're going deep into your emotions now. And it's, of course, not, 'tis the season. It's Cancer season. And we have the eclipse in your sign. So, I know between the Cancer eclipse that happened, on June 21st, and with this eclipse in Capricorn, right, it's on your axis because Capricorn and Cancer are sister signs. So definitely check out the Solstice Cycle Breaking Tarot if you're interested. But yeah, you know, it says it hasn't changed for over 100 million years. Like, yeah, this is a very ancient relationship. You guys have known each other for millennia. And then we have, this fell on the floor, but Amoongus using crazy spores. So I think you have a fungus among us, right? There's some sort of, I feel like this has been going on for a long time. I'm getting that it's like molded, right? And crazy spore, this is the heart chakra. I feel like someone left spores in your heart chakra, right? And maybe they weren't activated to come, you know, come out during a certain time, but there definitely are spores of this in your heart chakra. It says it lures prey close by dancing and waving its arms cap, which resemble pokeballs in a swaying motion. So I feel like this person definitely could have been very deceptive. It talks about luring prey in, right? You never want to do that in terms of love. Like, you're not prey. But I feel like that's how it is. Like, they preyed upon you because they were so fragmented themselves. And, you know, it talks about dancing. So maybe you guys like danced a lot together, but it's mostly to do with the you know, faux pokeballs that are its arms, and that can be very deceptive energy. And like I said, you know, blind to this pain. I think that you were blinded for some reason, and now it's off. You see that there is deception here, and it's very much, you know, with the way that they physically manipulated something. What is the shadow energy here? What's the shadow energy? The shadow energy. It could be that this is a third party as well. I'm getting that for some of you. It really is a third party, and it kept you away from understanding what this is. And it might have caused the fragmentation in them with a broken heart is what I'm getting. That's only a timeline for some of you, but I did pick up on that. So in the shadow, we have Rotom stuck using Electro Ball and Electric Mischief. Yeah, like I said, my solar plexus chakra candle went out with yellow, and, you know, all about who am I? You know, like, who am I? What do I stand for? What is my personality? And Electro Ball, I very much take as, you know, the electric ball here, which is the solar plexus chakra. That's what it represents. So, an Electric Mischief. So someone definitely has been causing some sort of mischief on your solar plexus chakra, whether that you've been enacting it or someone else has been enacting it on you, right? And most likely it goes both ways. But this very much influenced your sense of self, and it's in the shadow. So if someone's been doing this to you, you might not be aware of it, but someone is definitely fucking with your solar plexus. It says its body is composed of plasma. It is known to infiltrate electronic devices and wreak havoc. So if you've been having some, you know, someone might be tapping into your electronics to try to, you know, get information on you and things like that. You know, I did mention in the cleansing ceremony trainer with the underground expedition that someone could be doing some digging on you. So here's further clarification that someone not only is trying to find out information about you, but they might actually be tapping into your electronics. Maybe they have your password or your phone code, whatever it may be, but it might not actively be happening, but they have in the past, right? Because it's in the shadow, you might not know about this. Or it's possible that you're doing that to somebody else, but I really get that you're doing it, that someone's doing it to you. And, you know, we're also in Mercury retrograde, which causes electronic problems. So you might be just having natural Mercury retrograde problems, and, you know, if that is causing frustration in your life, just let it go, right? Rotom is an electric spirit that is able to enter any sort of electronic device and take it over, basically. And you can, like, talk to your washing machine or your phone or whatever it is, right? It's a really cute and helpful spirit. I get very heavy Virgo energy. It's very perfectionist. So just know that, you know, be careful of how your solar plexus is influencing your electronics as well. Like, I always say, if you are, like, mean to your printer, it won't work. At least that's, like, my own experience. And, like, if you're mean to your car, it won't start, and things like that. So just make sure that you're having a very positive relationship with technology, especially because we're in Mercury retrograde. But do be aware that someone's trying to get in your shit. For real. All right, let's take a look at your person with this fragmentation. Why are they fragmented? Ooh, I just got goosebumps. Why are they fragmented? We have the Two of Water. Wow, Cancer Venus. So they feel emotionally like they're going to emotionally drown here. The Two of Water does indicate soulmates. This can be a tower moment of the past because we have the tower in the back. We have the full moon, so there might be some very significant energy that is shifting for them around the full moon. They could be a Cancer or have a Cancer Venus specifically. But they feel very much held inside of this water, right? Inside of the emotional world of this relationship. They feel, excuse me, they feel like they can't escape from this, right? Even though they know that there's this tower moment, they're still being held in some sort of like emotional hostage is what I want to say, inside of a relationship. So this could indicate that they've been fragmented maybe by the relationship with the mother, if it's not you, right? If you know that your partner isn't emotionally stuck in this, then it's something that is just, you know, they were fragmented within themselves because of this. But yeah, they very much, they're just stuck in their feels and their emotions. They're stuck. And because it's Venus, it could be in love, right? Especially because we're in Cancer season. They just feel stuck in this relationship. For some of them, it's the fragmentation that was caused by their mother. I'm getting a smell of incense. I don't know if, like, you might want to light some incense, or this person might use incense a lot. All right. What is the light aspect of the twin flame soulmate? You know what? I'm going to ask, I'm going to ask more about these emotions that they're stuck in. Can we have one more card, please, about this? What are the emotions that they're stuck in here? And, you know, Cancer Venus can be very, it can be emotionally manipulative, but very much like emotionally victimization card. And I feel like they are very emotional, that they kind of play victim a lot, even though they might be the one holding you there. So, okay. So they feel stuck because of this in and out energy with the Six of Earth, Taurus moon. Yeah, they're fragmented because of how things have kind of gone in and out in the past, right? Or you made a decision to, you know, to not go towards them and not go in and out, but just to withdraw. Because we have the Six of Earth here. This is Taurus moon. This is emotional fulfillment from the material realm. So I feel like they feel stuck emotionally, even though, you know, physically it might not be manifesting, right? Physically things are not good. So they feel stuck even though they're not enjoying the physical luxury of this. And I feel like they know that they could have gotten a lot with you, or from you, right, in terms of a material offering, but you are not going back and forth with this person anymore because you're deciding to look at yourself right now. Whereas they're feeling broken about this, you know, and they're stuck in these emotions. It could also be that they're fragmented. Like, it's hard to channel for a whole sign, right? Especially Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But like for some people, it could be that because of the emotional hostage situation that they had with their mother growing up, they have some issue with physical abundance or a lack mentality where they just feel like they don't have enough. And, you know, they try to make themselves quote unquote whole by demanding something of you because they feel so fragmented. What is the light aspect here of this person? So we have fairy type in reverse. So it looks like they're not in another relationship, in case anybody wondered. What is the light energy here? Either that or they're in a very bad relationship, because fairy type is like a deal-making arrangement. So we have psychic energy. So, you know, they might really be in your third eye, or you're in their third eye. They're definitely thinking about you. This person might be psychic. You know, we do have Cancer Venus and a moon card coming up. So a lot of moon energy. But yeah, they could be a psychic type. But I have a feeling that this is you, like, in their third eye. I feel like they're really focusing on their thoughts. They might be all up in their head here. What's the shadow? Actually, no, I'm going to ask. What tell us more about this psychic energy. Porygon using sharpen. Yeah, they're really sharpening their mind here. I feel like they're really trying to get their mind right about this. I think that they might know that they've been fragmented in some way, and they're really trying to sharpen their third eye. So it could be their intuition, their psychic abilities, or just their thoughts. They're just trying to get their mind right. It says, a Pokemon that consists entirely of programming code. It is capable of moving freely in cyberspace. So that reminds me of like astral projection and things like that. They might be doing that, and it's in the light, so you might be very aware that they have the ability to do this. But it does talk about, you know, moving freely in cyberspace, and here we have, you know, your electronics wreaking havoc. So they might be, you know, looking into your electronics astrally even. Wow, this person is interesting. What is the shadow here? What's the shadow of this person? What's the shadow of the twin flame soulmate that Capricorn is dealing with? What's the shadow? Oop, oop, oop. What is the shadow here? Okay. Coming out kind of stuck, but a little upright. We have Ducklet using lunge. So they are very much lunging into the emotions that they are feeling. I feel like they, you know, it's kind of that Cancerian energy. They look really sweet and innocent, right? And, you know, they might be a little bit naive here because it is in the shadow, but, you know, they're lunging into their emotions. So, you're both definitely going through a very emotional time. I mean, 'tis the season. It is Cancer season. We do have Duck Spirit here. So I feel like this person is extremely versatile. Like, they have the ability to fly, swim, and walk, right? Like, the way that they can transport is a lot, which makes me think that they specialize in astral projection as well. So they might be coming to you in your dreams and things like that. It says, they are better at swimming than flying, and they happily eat their favorite food, peat moss, as they dive underwater. So, you know, it talks about being a better swimmer than a flyer. So swimming is water, emotions, and flying is communication, air. So I feel like this person is better at emoting than communicating. And, you know, I feel like, you know, like they just lunge into their emotions. It's in the shadow, so it's a little bit on the darker end, where they just go into their emotions rather than talking about it, right? And it did talk about the cave exploration in the cleansing ceremony, so I feel like that's what they're doing. They're lunging into their own emotions, might not be communicating with you about it. And it talks about eating their favorite food, peat moss, as they dive underwater. So I feel like this person might have some, you know, they might emotionally eat, is what I'm hearing. Interesting. All right, so is this me? Is this me? So this contemplation, is this me? Let's see what the outcome is for the month of July for our courageous Cappies. Let's see. Woo! Whoa, the Devil and Temperance in reverse. Holy fuck. Wow. So, I mean, usually the Devil you don't want to see, but it's your card. So is this me? You are going to find out, you know, who you are. And I feel like you are going to recognize all of the unnecessary attachments that you have in your life. Some of them might be very sexual here. But I think that you are going to release yourself from, you know, the unnecessary attachments. Like I said, like the Devil keeps us to the material. So, you know, your own eating habits, your own drinking habits, your smoking habits, your sexual addictions, you know, addictions to physical things, money, your housing situation, anything tangible that you can put your hands on. you very much are going to be bringing all of that into question. Is this me, right? All of your toxic attachments, is that you? And the answer is no, right? Of course, we are not our attachments to the physical. We are spiritual beings. So I think that there's a lot of contemplation in that regards. And then we have Temperance in reverse. So it's interesting because, you know, here we have Jupiter, which is Sagittarius, or the ruling planet of Sagittarius. And here you are looking at yourself like, is this me? Am I this Sagittarius energy? Am I, you know, that? And the answer is, you know, Temperance in reverse. No, you are Capricorn, right? You're not Temperance. You're the devil. And that's not in any sort of negative way at all, right? There's a reason why Capricorn is the devil, is because you guys rule the material realm. Like, who has the best career? Capricorn. Who has the most money? Capricorn. You know, who has the most abundance? Well, Sagittarius is a sign of abundance, but like you do in the material wealth, right? Absolutely. But the thing is, that's not you. Like, your physical attachments technically are not you, but you're going to find who you are, and who you are is not the Sagittarius Temperance energy, which is, you know, focusing on, like, this Temperance card specifically is going back and forth. Like, Temperance does indicate movement because it is, you know, the Sagittarius, which is travel, but this card specifically is just swinging back and forth, very similar to this Gemini Mars energy in reverse. It's like you're finding out, like, okay, this is who I am. I'm not going back and forth about this, especially in communication, because it's Gemini, and you're like, I'm done swinging back and forth here. Like, I know who I am and things like that. Like, I'm fucking Capricorn. So I feel like you're not going to be going back and forth about things anymore, which is extremely positive. You don't want to be wishy-washy here. Because, you know, the devil does also rule attachments, like I said, to addictions and things like that. And temperance literally means abstinence from alcohol, or abstinence from anything because there was too much of it, right? Or if you have an abstinence of something, then you need a bunch of it in order to find that balance, right? It's like, it's this swinging pendulum type movement where, you know, the net force is zero, right? Or the net movement is zero. I'm trying to remember all my physics classes. So yeah, you're done with the back and forth. You are really finding who you are. You are finding all of the power that is within you, and also realizing that you are not your physical attachments, but you're also done with this back and forth energy. And it's a conclusion, so I really feel like the other person is as well, right? And you might be coming to the realization that this is a toxic relationship, right? And you don't want to keep going back and forth about it. And they might be feeling the same way too. All right, what is the light aspect here for the outcome? Sable Eye using Bewitching Eyes. So this is a dark type that's in the light. So again, I think a lot of the darkness is going to be coming to the light. And we have Bewitching Eyes. So I feel like, you know, here, you know, blind to the pain. Damn, Capricorn, wouldn't you know it that my video camera shut off? And, you know, we were talking about the infiltration of electronics, and I think that's what happened. And instead of just repolling, I'm going to describe a little bit more of what's going on, because it very much ties in to what's happening here and what just happened to me. I have a Capricorn Venus. So, you know, we left off on this Bewitching Eyes energy with the Sable Eye. So this person is very much bringing their darkness to the light and I feel like their eyes are like bewitching to you, right? It says it dwells in the darkness of caves, and it uses sharp claws to dig up gems to nourish itself. So we did have that energy about, you know, them doing, you know, going into a cave and doing some inner exploration. And I feel like they might be doing some crystal work, but they might also be focusing on the gems, which I take very much as monetary sort of, you know, riches and stuff, especially because they have this wound about not emotionally being fulfilled with the material realm, very much due to a lack mentality that could have been instilled by the mother. So in the shadow, what came out was Beedrill, using poison sting, and this is the heart chakra. So I feel like someone is coming to try to poison the heart chakra, or it's done out of you know, the fact that their heart chakra is poisoned. Even though we know that you have spores in your heart that are now coming to fruition, which is causing your emotions to kind of take you down. But when this came up, I felt that, you know, it felt like it wasn't this person. I felt that there was a third party involved. It says, may appear in swarms, flies at violent speeds, all the while stabbing with its toxic stinger on its rear. So we do have some scorpionic energy because we have that, you know, toxic stinger energy, but also when things are happening with the rear or with a tail, I always take it as things that are coming back from the past. So I feel like this person has some toxicity within their own heart chakra from the past, which causes them to attack. I asked for clarification, and this literally came out like at a violent speed and landed right on Rotom's stuck. And it's Pyroar. So this is Leo energy, using flame charge and incinerate. And like I said about the solar plexus energy, they might be feeding off of it, right? The way that they charge their root chakra, how they get their flame, really could be off of your solar plexus charge of who you are. But this is very much someone who's going to be coming in with flames, and they're coming to try to incinerate something. And it says, with fiery breath of more than 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, they viciously threaten any challenger. The females protect the pride's cubs. So, you know, we had that mothering energy, and that's what I was getting, is like that there could be, especially swarms, so there's multiple people here, and I feel like it might be their mother, or, you know, a mother figure in their life, someone who feels like very overprotective, that this person is emotionally hostage in that situation. You know, it causes them to try to protect their cub or their tribe, you know what I mean, or their pride, I should say, and attack, right? And it talked about, you know, infiltrating your technology, and what happens as I'm recording that, literally, you know, the camera went out. And I was like, oh my God, damn it, did I lose the whole video? Luckily, you know, it cut off at like 33 minutes, so we're okay. But I did think that was a little fishy that it happened like that. So just know that, yeah, if you have some issues with technology, it's very much, you know, some feminine figure on that side. I don't know if anyone dabbles in the arts and stuff. It looks like this person, you know, is good at astral projecting. So I imagine that they know other people who know how to do those types of spells and stuff like that. So just be aware that that might be coming at you, and definitely protect your solar plexus chakra. Really, really protect that. You can just go on YouTube and check out, you know, solar plexus unblocking or meditation or things like that. So just be aware. And then the ones that came up, do you hear that screaming? Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's some weird energy here, Capricorn. I hate to be the bearer of that, right? But we need to know this, especially because, you know, your eclipse is coming up. So it says, true love is like a ghost who everyone talks about but few have seen. And I feel like that's pretty common, especially if you are in the twin flame relationship, where everyone's like, oh yeah, I've been in love, I this, that, and the other thing. Like, no, unless you have experienced your twin flame relationship, like, you don't know about like this type of depth of love, right? And it talks about, everyone talks about it, but few have seen it. And you have seen it, right, in their eyes, because like their eyes are very bewitching, and that is how you know that you truly love them, and that it's like the twin flame, you know, deal. It says, the ultimate sadness is to go through life without loving, but it would almost be equally sad to leave this world without ever telling those you love them that you do love them. So I very much feel like, you know, okay, the ultimate sadness is to never have this love. And you've had this love, so there is a reason to rejoice, even through, you know, the pain that may have been hidden from you. But the next most sad thing is to have this love and then to not tell them that you love them. So I don't know if they never gave you the verbal confirmation that you needed or deserved, or maybe you didn't give it to them or anything, but there is some sort of sadness really about not expressing this love. So I do feel like it's possible that you are going to be getting that verbal confirmation from them. Could be in the month of July, could be later. We will definitely take a look in the extended. So in the extended, we're going to take a look at how you can best, navigate these emotions that are popping up for you, and also, protect yourself from that. And we are going to take a deeper look into your person and see, why they're being held emotionally hostage, and, deeper into what is going on in their life, because it looks messy. And then we are also going to take a look at advice from Spirit about how to manifest the highest vibrational timeline for you, that you can, do whatever work you need to do so that the twins can unite. Of course, you are free to, exit relationships anytime that you want. But I read to unite the twin flames. So whether that is working through this with a soulmate, or, actually working with your twin flame. So if you want to follow me into the extended, the link is in the description box below. If we part ways here, Capricorn, I love you very much. I'm sending you a big hug and a kiss on your third eye. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more that I can send back to you. Bye-bye.